What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And in today's YouTube video, I'm giving up straight sauce on how to scale your offer to the moon. This is a 5-step process that I follow. Is basically the fundamentals, in my opinion. Like how dribbling is, basketball. Left, right hand, layup, right hand, layup. For soccer, basic drills. This is what you need to grow any offer, whether you're a creator, a coach, or you're a growth op, or an operator in the industry that's trying to help scale clients and other people. So here are the 5-step systems to help scale your offer to the moon. Let's get right into it, right, guys? So number one, niche down or niche down, however you want to call it. You get the point. Number one, no broad content. You want to define who you want to help. And two, you want to solve one problem in a specific industry. And three, this all helps you create a strong positioning. You want to create a strong positioning so people know what you offer, what you exactly offer. So quickly explain this is, first off, we're not superheroes, right? We can't help everyone and fix every problem. It's just almost impossible. Slowly over time, don't get me wrong, yes, you can add more things under your belt as a coach and a creator. But in the start, or even in like scaling aspect, you want to go like a problem at a time. And let's get into right into an example. Here it is. So we got coach one up here, right? He says, I'm a fitness coach. That's all he has, right? In his bio and his offer, description of his offer. And then we have coach two that's following our steps. And step number one, let's choose a specific audience type, like I said earlier, whether you're a mom, a busy professional, teenager, intermediate lifter, so on and so forth. For this case scenario, I chose busy professional, highlighted right here. And then on to point two, now coach two chose a specific problem, like I mentioned before, within the fitness industries. There's so many problems. So you can choose weight loss, building muscle, post injury, strength, diet, so on and so forth. Coach two chose weight loss. And finally, step three, coach created a strong position around it all, and this gives him authority and trust. So let's go into coach two's offer. Let's say they're both coaches on weight loss, but coach one is talking about I am a fitness coach and his bios, everything offers, so on and so forth. And coach two here says I help busy professionals lose 10 or lose 15 to 25 pounds in 8 weeks, regardless of a busy schedule. From these two, who are you more likely to go with, right? Me personally, I would go with coach two. Why? Because I feel like he's specifically targeting me more, and he's giving me results, or he's giving me outcomes, and he's building direction, and he's pointing me out, versus I'm a fitness coach. First off, I don't know what this guy offers or if he can even help me. And second off, I just don't know what, like I said, like I don't know what or how quickly or when or doing what. This is why it's so important to niche down and know who you want to target and build a really strong positioning around that, so you can really point at someone and be like, hey, this is for you. And if you don't do that, the conversion rates are really low. No one's going to buy something if they don't feel like it is literally meant for them, and pointing and calling them out. And step two is creating an irresistible offer. Creating an irresistible offer doesn't necessarily mean you give them some crazy results in some crazy amount of time, or give them some fake promises like, oh my God, join my coaching program and I'll make you lose 100 pounds in 1 month. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. It's not going to do anything, right? It's just going to work against you rather than work for you. What creating an irresistible, reasonable offer really means: building a clear outcome, create a simple process and system, and then add support. And if you go right into here, I'm pretty sure Alex Hormozy also talks about this. Create an offer so good that they just can't say no. And these are the steps to actually create an offer so good that they can't say no. And that is build clear outcomes, create simple processes, and add support. For instance, we got more examples here. I put a lot of examples for each step so you guys really understand this, whether you're a creator, coach, scaling, or a growth op, so on and so forth. So example one, I offer online fitness coaching to help you lose weight with workouts and meal plans. I'll check in with you each week and keep you motivated. Okay, not bad. I guess you could say follow the steps. Or this is coach one again. Or we got coach two saying this is an 8 week fat loss program designed to help busy professionals lose 15 to 20 pounds using short, efficient workouts. Okay, that's spelled wrong. It's fine, whatever. Along with simple meal plans and weekly accountability, all built to fit your demanding schedule. Yet again, coach two, phenomenal job with the copywriting. And you'll be surprised how much this really matters, because like I said earlier, if I don't feel like you're talking to me, I don't think that it's for me. You really need to call people out. And if you follow what coach two is, basically what this whole video is about, you're going to be calling out your ICP a lot more, which makes them convert a lot more. Okay, this guy, you can argue he does check off these points, but he checks them off in a very lazy manner, that isn't like we built up in the first step right here without having a strong statement or positioning. And yeah, and the results will speak for itself. So moving on to step 3, we have knowledge-based content. This is super important for you creators. You have to make sure that your content solves a real problem and for that specific audience of yours. I don't want to make content around, let's say I'm a fitness coach, but then I have a video talk, like my videos are talking about like email strategies or email campaigns. Makes no sense, has nothing to do with me and my offer. Why am I making videos about it? Two, you want to use a mix of value. You want proof and identity content to build trust and authority. This is super important, right? If you think about it, why would I buy from someone that isn't showing proof? And why would I buy from someone if I don't trust them? You're more likely to give $100 to your friend than a random guy on the street saying that, oh, I swear I'll pay you back in a week. Like, I don't know who this guy is, never seen him, don't even know where he lives. How is he going to give me $100 back? I ran into him by chance. And then 3, you want to stay consistent and repeat core messages so your audience connects you to one outcome. You want to be known for that one guy that does one thing, like, oh, if you think about fat loss, you want to be that guy that comes to their mind, at least in the start. Then you can slowly start expanding, but you want to make sure that you have the core fundamentals down before you start scaling and adding a bunch of other crazy things to your portfolio. And like I said, more examples. So posting random fitness videos, this is too unfocused and distracts your ICP, or I mean your ideal client. And first, you want to make value-based content. You want your viewers to know that you know what you're talking about. And the best way to do this is make sure that your content is value-based. You're giving game, you're talking about big struggles in the industry and problems, and you're talking about ways that you've solved them or how to solve them. If they see someone that knows what they're talking about, they're more likely to stick with him and be like, okay, this guy's smart in this problem. I like listening to him and I'll follow him. And then you want to add proof. You want to show them that, whether if you don't have any client wins, you want to show them that you've done it yourself. You can't be a fitness coach about weight loss and you're like 400 pounds and you've never lost weight in your life. Okay, like, yeah, I guess you can do that, but then you better pray to God that you have a lot of client wins where you've shown that people went from X amount of weight to that. But you want to have proof, whether it's your own progress, your own story, or it's other people's stories that you've helped. And finally, you want to create identity content, right? Your beliefs, why your systems work, and your unique method. You want to do this, and this is really important that people don't do. They think that, oh, once I have value-based content and proof content, it converts. It does convert, but it's not going to help you scale to 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 50, so on and so forth. Why? Because why would I come to you as a fat loss coach when I can go to coach 1 or coach 2 or coach 3, right? Like we said, coach 1 in this scenario, very bad copywriting, very bad steps. He doesn't have any good positioning, so on and so forth. But in a sense, there's going to be people that have similar positioning, so on and so forth. But why would I choose you instead of him? You know, I'm going to choose you because you talk about this unique method or unique system that you used, right? That no one else is using. They might be or they might not be, but this is your made up system, which is why it makes it unique, which is why these people will want to take your coaching rather than coach 1, 2, 3, 4, or whoever the case is. And moving on to step 4, this is called proper funnel setup. You can't scale anything if you don't have the proper systems and funnels in the back end to help with it. You lose too many leads, it's just a big mess, and you just don't know what to do from there. So one, you want to capture leads with a simple high value freebie. This is OP. It's my favorite strategy. I called it a lead magnet, and I'll get more into it in the example. So 2, you want to nurture those leads through email or DM using trust building messages and proof. And 3, you want to guide them into your offer with a clear CTA. A lot of people forget this for some reason. Like, they get too carried away with trying to sell, let's say on a landing page or through their content or through their type forms and so on and so forth, that they forget to like stress how to take the next step. Like, okay, book a call and then we'll talk and then you'll join the program, or join this link and I'll email you back, or fill out this form and I'll get back to you, so on and so forth. You want to be really clear with everything. And into the example, so sending people straight to your DMs or checkouts gets too hectic, right? Too chaotic, and you lose warm leads. Let's say you send someone to your DMs or checkout, but they have questions and concerns that no one's replying to, so they're gonna be like, yeah, whatever, this is not for me. Even if you answer their concerns, they would probably be like, oh, I'm just going to buy the coaching now because that was my only problem with this and you just solved it. So back to the free value magnet. This, I love doing PDFs and docs. So basically, a free value magnet is you offering something in return for them to give you something. And what I always do is I always nurture emails. So based on my coaches and creators, I'll make something that's tied into the problem that they want to solve, right? That I feel like the people would love to have and try on their own. So then I'll give them a free PDF, but in exchange, I'll enter your email and you'll get sent this free PDF instantly. And a lot of people do this because who says no to free? And one, yes, you're gonna have to spend some time making this document, but it's not long at all, and the return from this document is a lot higher than the amount of time we're gonna put in. But what it does is now you have an email list. Now you have warm leads. You have people taking this document from you that already are interested, and they're so interested that they already took a step out their way to follow through with the problem you're solving in your niche. And then two, you want to send them simple follow-up messages. Once they do sign up or they do get this document, let's say around this 15 to 25 pound off offer that you're running, let's say you put a diet plan, right? Do a generic diet plan out there for them, and you can simple follow-up, DM them, or if you have their email them. Just check it, like, hey, I saw you got this document. Just wanted to touch base with you to see how it's going so far, right? I would love just some feedback about my document. In this way, people don't think like you're selling to them at all. It's like, oh, it's just this creator just checking up to just get some reviews about what he posted. And regardless of what they say, let's say they say yes, oh, it worked great, thank you so much, I can't believe I've already done so many pounds. You can easily turn this into a, hey, oh, I'd love to hear that. Now imagine how great or how much more you can do if I was personally helping you, right? Boom, flipped. Now let's say they said no, oh, I tried it and it didn't work, or they say no, I didn't get the time to. You can easily flip that back into, hey, I understand that if that's the case, I can help you one on one since you're in a time crunch. Or hey, if it didn't work, uh, I can make an offer tailored to you specifically. Boom. All these are going to help flip them and you can convert them. And finally, give them a clear next step. Like I said earlier, book a call, fill out application, join the program, so on and so forth. And then we move on to the fifth and final step. This is automating as much as possible, right? So you want to automate repetitive tasks such as follow up, reminders, onboarding messages. This is super important. People don't understand when it comes to buying, the time that you're most likely to regret your buy is instantly right after. Right after the money leaves or the right after you make a commitment is when you get second thoughts and you're like, oh my God, why did I do this and that? And literally with automated follow-ups and onboarding messages, this helps that so much. Like to the point where it's crazy. I have raw data from when I've done it. Obviously I haven't tracked it, but from when I'm running client offers and we don't have any onboarding system, right? Or we do, but we don't have onboarding messages and instant. Like I have a lot more people hopping on like their second, third call, like just like regretting, and you can just tell that resentment by the voice. Oh, this and that. I don't know. This is blah blah so on. Versus onboarding messages. Like someone hops in, joins the program, joins the school, email them a decent amount of information. It's like, hey, blah blah blah. They feel reassured. Two, you want to use simple systems to save time and keep clients accountable for what you're doing. For instance, you can't manually check up on everybody. Like if you're already one-on-one coaching or you have a program or whatever the case is, you want to reassure them because that helps them a lot. But two, you don't want to do it yourself. Let's say you have 10, 15, 20 guys that you're coaching. It's going to be a really long time to keep messaging them every month just to make sure that they're doing what they're doing, right? What I do for my coaches and clients, or I make them specific documents that I give to them and they send to their mentees or whatever, uh, that just holds them accountable, obviously tailored to what the offer is. And then three, you want to set up tools that run in the background so you can focus on content, clients, and growth. The most important part about any business is sales, right? The front end. You want to bring people in that want to buy. The back end is just as important, but if you can outsource that and it's not your strong suit, I would highly recommend you to outsource it. And so you could focus on the content and bringing in the people. And like I said, here's some more examples right here. Like I said earlier, manually texting and reminding takes way too much time and causes inconsistency. Set up automated welcomes, like I said earlier. Then add up follow-ups, weekly check-ins, like I talked about. And finally, use simple automations. You want to schedule content. You want to put like, hey, DM me this. And you want like automations like ManyChat to hit them back with messages. And you want to have email sequences so you can keep these leads. Because you never know. Some people might sign up but don't have the money and they might have it down the road. Never want to lose anybody. But yeah, guys, these are the five, in my opinion, fundamentals to growing an offer. And like I said earlier, just as important as making content and bringing people into your funnel, into your offer. That's how important having a good back end set up for your offer is. And a lot of the time, you can't put your 100% into both. So, a big thing I see in this industry, I've seen a lot of coaches and creators that I've outreached that said no to me initially, tried it on their own, but then end up coming back because, like I said, you can't put your 100% into your content and clients and at the same time put your 100% into the back end, into the systems. But if you can do it, then here are the 5 steps to help scale it. Otherwise, if you have any problems with your current offers, no matter at what point you are in, if you're starting, in between, or just have any questions, please feel free to book a call on my Calendly, uh, and or just shoot me a DM. I'll be more than happy to reply with any problems or anything you have. And if you want me to help you scale your offer, do the same thing. You go ahead and message me, and I'll help you along the way. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys learned something. And I promise you, if you use these 5 steps, fundamental steps, and you continue to use them, you will see your offer skyrocket and you will see a lot more consistent conversions. We don't want to bank on luck and by chance, because that is not a business that is literally just having your fingers crossed and hoping someone walks through the door and pays you. We build systems that actually convert and convert consistently. But yeah, guys, on that note, take care and have a good one.